Okay, so let's go ahead and go through these practice problems here. And what we're going to do is talk about how we can determine the number of significant figures each number has. And so you can see that I have the rules listed below there. And we're going to go through this together. But what I do suggest is before you watch this video, try to actually come up with the significant figures on your own. And if you're able to do it on your own and then watch this, you'll have a better understanding of how to come up with the number of significant figures. Now let's take a look at number one. You can see that we've got the 6 and the 4 are both significant figures because they're non-zeros. But this 0 right here is a 0 that is to the right of non-zeros. And so since it's to the right of non-zeros, it's only significant if there is a decimal. There is no decimal, so this only has 2 significant figures because that 0 is not significant. And I just want to state again why that 0 is not significant. The reason why that 0 is not significant is because whatever was used to make that measurement cannot, with enough accuracy, measure to that ones place. And so again, it has to do with whatever you're using to measure something. All right, number 2, we've got 1 significant digit there. And then all 3 of these zeros are to the right of the non-zero, and there's a decimal right there, which means that all 3 zeros are significant because they're to the right, and there's a decimal. That means they're significant. And so we're going to end up with 4 significant digits there. All right, this 0 right here is not significant because it's to the left, and zeros that are to the left will never be significant. The 5 and the 2 are significant, and these 2 zeros are significant because they're to the right and there is a decimal. And so there's going to be 4 significant digits there. Now this one, there's 1 significant digit, there's 2 significant digits. Now both of these zeros are in the middle of the 1 and the 5, which means they are significant. So this has 4 significant digits. Now this next one, you can take a look. This 1 right here is significant, but the 4 zeros, they're all to the right of the 1, and those will only be significant if there's a decimal. And is there a decimal there? There's not a decimal. And so this is only 1 significant digit. Now for this next one here, you can take a look. The 2 and the 9 are significant, so we've got 2 significant digits so far. This 0 is in the middle of the 2 and the 9, and so that is going to be significant. And then both of these zeros are to the right of the numbers. They're to the right of the 2 and the 9. And so that is going to be significant if there's a decimal, which there is a decimal. And so we have a total of 5 significant digits here. Now for this next one, the 5 and the 6 are both significant. However, what about these zeros right here? Where are they located? And I keep emphasizing this because it's a very common mistake that will occur throughout the whole year. So let's go ahead and get past it right now. But all of those zeros are to the left. And what are they to the left of? They're to the left of the numbers. It doesn't matter where the decimal is. Yes, some of them are to the right of the decimal, but it's not where they are in regards to the decimal. It's where they are in relation to the numbers. And so they are to the left of the numbers, which will never be significant. And that means that we have 2 significant digits. Now the next one, if you take a look here, we've got the 4 and the 2. Both of these zeros are to the left, so they are not significant. Both of these zeros are in the middle, so they are significant, which means we have a total of 4 significant digits. This next one, if you take a look, we got 1, 2, 3. these are in the middle here, which means that they are significant, which means we have a total of 6 significant digits. And then this last one, we've got 1, 2, 3. And then these zeros are to the right of the numbers, which means that if there is a decimal, that means they are significant. There is a decimal, it's right there. And so that means they're significant, which means we have 6 significant digits.